This video is giving a viewer standpoint alone on all these games, but if you ask me, even that's enough just to give a review. So let's go and get into it. Five Nights at Freddy's fan games are very popular in the FNAF community. There's even a whole initiative about some of these games, with the next game releasing, it seems like it's going to be either the Joy Creation, the Ignite Collection, or Popgoes Evergreen. I'm leaning more towards the former being next. Anyway, this video is not going to be talking about the Joy Creation or Popgoes. I already talked about the Joy Creation in the previous video, and I could make a Popgoes video and also a Candies video when our Five Nights at Candies 4 is on the horizon. So just be ready for those in the future, alright? Cool. Today, we're talking about 3 Five Nights at Freddy's fan games that absolutely rock, but don't get a whole lot of recognition. Let's get into it. Tyke & Sons Lumber Co. Tyke & Sons Lumber Co. is a sequel fan game of Chipper & Sons Lumber Co. made by Mixless. In Chipper's game, we play as Chipper's son, Tyke, and watered trees, built cool stuff, and then went on dates until he fell in love with this beaver, Lisa. And Tyke & Sons have had a kid of their own, named Mike. And as Mike, we build cool things, water trees, and in this game, there's a much bigger story, and there's even a couple of boss fights. I think about 6. The story follows the disappearance of Chipper and Tyke taking over the lumber company. A couple of returning characters include Seabill and Funfungal. Now, if you're asking if this sounds more like a Chipper fan game, not a FNAF fan game, then you're both right and wrong. This game combines Chipper & Sons and Five Nights at Freddy's, particularly FNAF 4-Pete Sim and Chipper & Sons. The game has these night segments, and that probably follow what happens in the day. For example, in Night 1, you verse a Chipper Map version 1 that you built during the day. In Night that the Spring Crab appears, is followed by its Summer Crab appears in the story. And although some of the playable characters are FNAF style, such as Rockstar Fredbear and Rockstar Biddy, Rockstar Buster may seem like an original character or reference to Sparky, but he isn't. Mixless stole him from someone else as revenge for them stealing his character. And something else that's cool about Tyke & Sons is that it's also got a custom night that adds more animatronics. Some of them may be silly add-ons like Chipper himself for some reason. The custom night has a couple of funny modes such as Hangover Party, and all the characters that are active have their heads hung like they're all having a hangover. Speaking of the custom night, let's see some enemies in this game. All Chipmunks will appear at the windows, and you have to close the curtains on them. Spring Crab appears at the front door, and you flash your light between the front door windows to make her go away. Seabill will announce himself, and you have to turn the lights off. Kill Timber / Nightmare Chipper can also appear at the front door, but if you fail to send him away, then he gets in, and he'll be on your bed. If he's on your bed, you run back downstairs until you hear him leave. Phantom Chipmunk will appear if the lights are off, but can't kill you. It's basically the same as the FNAF 3 Phantom. To my knowledge, these are all the main game characters. As for the added custom night characters, Toy is a character that's in your bedroom. Inflees need to turn the lights off until you hear him run back up. Fredbear, Biddy, and Buster will run back and forth in the living room, and their icons will appear on the map. Big Bruce 2 will activate his saw. He needs to either turn the lights off, make him leave, or go to a different room. But Funfungal will appear at the windows, but you need to flash with the light. And Chipper makes Lumber appear on screen, and needs to collect it, otherwise he jump scares his grandson. Why? Who knows? The custom night isn't canon, by the way, I probably should have said that. Not so fast, you're forgetting about Happy Shroom. He isn't in the custom night. Well, you still gotta talk about him. He's in the game, he had something interesting, using his boss fight music for this whole part of the Tyke & Sons part of this video. You gotta talk about Happy Shroom, please, talk about Happy Shroom. What the hell are you even doing in my house? Get out, hit the bricks, see you later. Well, he was brought up, so I guess I might as well talk about him now. Happy Shroom slash Monster Shroom is a mushroom character who attacks exclusively on night 5. At the front door, works the same as Spring Crab. Windows, same as Triple Mats. But at the end of night 5, Happy Shroom appears on your bed and you have to water him until he breaks apart or stops working or dies. I don't exactly know. He also has his little mushroom characters, and if they get too close to the center of your screen, then you'll lose a heart. And by heart, I mean a heart, because Happy Shroom's a boss fight. The only night segment boss fight. Tyke is a crap ton of fun to watch, and if you're able to play it, please do. If you can't, then just watch FusionZGamer or Dawko, or any other YouTuber play. The way I found out about this game was through FusionZGamer. Mary's Arcade. Mary's Arcade is made by Sunday. This game might be the most underrated out of all three of these. This is a very similar FNAF 1 gameplay, but instead of speed and luck, you basically have to plan ahead for all the characters. But there's kind of a butterfly effect factor too. You do one move to stop one character, but then make another move closer. The office has 3 doors, one on both sides of the office and one in the middle of the office. The doors are connected to this kind of roundabout-like hallway that connects the character's paths. Since these doors cannot be closed, you have to use a PA system to make the characters walk across the office. However, this one has a long recharge time, but thankfully there's a buzzer that lock a character into place if the PA is off. If characters are there for too long, then the light breaks and then you're screwed. The characters here are Mary the Fox, a purple fox with a blue dress, Rascal Raccoon, a raccoon wearing a brown suit with a suitcase, and definitely the creepiest of the 3 main characters, in my opinion, is Scarlet the Doe, a doe in a yellow dress. Alright, let's adding Super Monster Fredbear here, and I want to go ahead and say that I was wrong about Scarlet. The thing you do for her is watch her on the cameras because the PA system and buzzer do not work on her. So basically just keep her away from the office, and then you're good. Back to the video. While Scarlet is always in shadows and should be a little bit creepier, Russell kind of gives you more chills than the other two. There's also a Golden Mary. She's theorized to be a prototype Mary. Her mechanic is the same as Golden Freddy. Just flip the monitor up to make her leave. There's also a couple of scripted events in this game. At the end of night 3, the lights will go out for a moment, and when they come back on, Mary's about to jump scare you, but then 6 a.m. turns over. Night 5 at 5 a.m., all the cameras die and you have to rely on sound and what's seen in the office. If you can play Mary's Arcade, please play it. This is criminally underrated. Oh, I almost forgot. There's also a Mary's Arcade 2 coming out, and it's coming soon. I hope never releases, but both of them get a lot of recognition. The way I found out about this game was through, Fazbear Entertainment Storage. Fazbear Entertainment Storage is a game made by, it's a game that's made by DeMichael. This game is in a storage factory with the withered and broken down toy animatronics. This game has 2 vents in a door, a camera, a Freddy mask, and a building panel to see the power, the time, and building temperature. The story from this game is that these are the same toy animatronics from FNAF 2, and were stored in the storage factory because they were scrapped, just like in the original game. Now Henry has the idea that they were tampered with and reactivated. Toy Botany, Toy Chica, and Toy Freddy are in Cam 1, and Mangle is in Cam 4. This game's camera system is similar to FNAF 3's, but the 9 cameras, both 9 main cameras, and tall map to switch to event cameras, which are cams 10 through 14. Apparently, facial recognition programs so the mask can prevent them may be broken in some of the characters. The front vent has a button to hold off the characters if the mask does not work. The side vent character is Toy Bonnie, and the front vent character is Toy Chica. As for Toy Freddy, all you gotta do is shine your light in the hallway whenever he appears. On the vent cams, there's also a couple of vent seals on the vent cams. On the vent cams from Mangle. If she gets past them, then she can mess with the vents and make the office heat up a lot. Up until night three, I didn't even know the Balloon Boy was in this game. He also goes in the side vent like Toy Bonnie. In this game, has some amazing office animations while they're leaving or coming in. Looking at these models, they all look great. I'm glad they didn't just make the same damage. Just take the toys and damage them the same way that the Wither animatronics are. On night 5 of Fazbear Entertainment Storage, Henry says that these characters are beyond salvation. It's time to destroy them completely. This is important for night 6's surprise. Fredbear and Spring Bonnie appear on night 6. Fredbear attacks him with a side vent. It will bang on things from cam 7, 4, 1, or 9. You'll have to shock him to make him stop. He can also screw with the temperature like Mangle. Spring Bonnie will come through the front vent, and if you see his face on the camera, they have to shock him. They don't appear in the vent or hall lights. The Marionette is also in this game, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what he does. I don't exactly remember seeing him in any of the gameplay videos that I watch. It's editing Super Monster Fredbear back for the third and final time. This is how Marionette works. You'll see a hallucination that says to find her, and then you need to find her on the cameras, otherwise she'll jump scare you. Easy. You missed a lot in these games. I mean, this is the third time. Shut up! Once again, if you're able to play this game, please do, because it's amazing. The way I found out about this game was through Doco. These games are pretty underrated, but like I said, Marionette's Arcade is definitely the most underrated. Let's keep our fingers crossed and more YouTubers can play all of these. I'm Super Monster Fredbear. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all on the flip side.